Sup, y'all?
Sup, sup.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
Tomboy, what's shaking?
Oh, living life.
L-A-V-I-N.
I guess so, yeah. That's one way to put it. No, I was driving here, and it's like, I stop at a red light. I'm like, people just either want to be idiot drivers, or they just think the road is theirs, and they can make whatever rules they want.
Oh, my God, they fucking drive me nuts.
And I'm like, when did the Jetsons take place?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's another 37 years.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
it's in another 37 years?
Yeah. 2062 is when it said.
Sick.
Yeah, but I'll be like fucking 90 by then.
Oh,
so,
shit.
Like, I'm not going to enjoy the flying car by the time it comes out.
Damn, that sucks.
I'm either like, everybody get flying cars so you get the fuck off the road, and I can just keep driving on the road.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. Well, I get a flying car, and you're all driving.
Well, I was going to say is that, like, if everyone's getting flying cars, it's going to be the same bullshit as on the road.
Yeah,
just
everybody's up in the air. I'll just drive on the road.
Yeah, less people on the road.
I'll be with the poors.
Can't afford a flying car.
Exactly.
So one thing I wanted to bring up last week's episode,
Yeah.
when we had Jake on, right?
Yeah.
In the beginning there, we were talking about a whole dwarves situation. You remember this?
Yeah.
So when I was like editing everything, I caught you said I just say dwarves.
Dwarves?
Are you saying dwarfs?
Dwarves.
Okay, because it sounded like on the clip that you said dwarfs, like
Dwarfs?
D-O-R-F.
Eh,
I don't know if that's what you said. I just say dwarfs.
yeah. I did. I mean, some dwarfs.
Dwarfs, yeah.
Dwarfs.
And I asked Jess, I told her about it, I was like, is it dwarfs or drawers? And she's like, it's dwarfs, you idiot. And I was like, yeah, I think it is spelled with an F, but like, is it right though? And
You
she's
just
like,
want to be right.
maybe. I'm just no, and I understand it. It is probably with the F, but I'm just like, oh, it would be cool if it was with the V,
Yeah,
because it just makes sense to me. Like
It'd
it's
be
like
cool if I was right.
like you're not saying like my like the fucking Mormons, right? They're like, these are all my wifes. It's my wives,
Yeah.
you know, with the V. So it makes sense to me to go dwarfs and dwarves.
There must be a silent letter in there.
I don't know.
Nobody's called in, so that's
right.
on you.
Yeah,
That's on
true.
you, audience.
So yeah.
Not on us.
Yeah, so I'm just going to keep saying dwarves with a V until somebody calls and tells me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Okay, well, time to get into the meat and the tomboys.
Hey.
Hey, see I did there?
Hey.
Irish potato.
I'm a potato. There's like an internet clip of like some kids like, I'm a potato. Like all sad about it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm a potato. So today's guests, her name's Glancy.
Glancy. Okay.
She has a trichotillomania. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Nope.
Trichotillomania.
Probably couldn't say it once.
So essentially, this is the people that have like the compulsive like desire to like the when they're like pulling their hair out.
Okay.
Do you ever see it like on like I've seen episodes on like
Like they're so stressed their hair falls out?
yeah, and I don't remember if it was like one of like those reality shows. Not their hair's falling out. It's where they're actually pulling it out.
Oh shit!
Like,
it's the literal like I feel like I'm pulling my hair out. Like
But they're-
I'm so stressed I'm pulling my hair out. Yeah,
But they're physically pulling.
pulling her hair out.
Like I remember seeing like on one of those reality shows. It was like My Strange Addiction or something
Okay.
like that. One of those reality shows. But like there was a girl on there that was like pulling her hair out, and then they had like that little white little bulb thing like at the end of it, and then she would like pop it with her teeth, and then like throw the hair on the floor.
hair follicle? Is that what? That
Yeah, I
is?
think so. Yeah, hair follicle. Yeah,
Producer, go look that up.
yeah. Look that up. You're the producer.
Okay.
So yeah, I spoke with her briefly, and she seemed very interested and excited to come onto the show. So, I thought this would be interesting, and can maybe raise awareness. So we're here to do. That's what we do on Pizza Bagels, right?
It is.
We raise awareness on
And lower
sexual
standards.
yeah, on trichotillomania. Yeah.
Exactly.
We got what else do we have? The synesthesia. We had sexual predator. We've had strippers. We got all over the spectrum here.
Yeah. On top of our actual friends.
Yeah, on top of yeah. What do you got there? Is it a hair follicle?
No, it's called a root or hair bulb, hair bulb.
Okay, so I said bulb. I was just kind of using that as like a random word, but yeah, I guess that works. Yeah.
Yeah, like a plant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I was right about something today.
Hey, congrats. You did it.
Okay, so I guess let's give her a buzz, bud.
Yeah, let's try it.
Hello.
Hey, this is Glancy.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. This is Tony and Tomboy for
Hello.
the Pizza Bagels podcast. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
So I was kind of briefing Tomboy here and kind of the whole like our episode that we're going to be discussing today. So I don't know how to kind of I don't know. I guess to start things off, when did you like first notice like when you're kind of having this situation?
It was around, oof, man, 6 years ago now.
Okay, 6 years ago. And how old are you now?
About 18.
Okay. All right. So it's about 6 years. Do you have any idea of like what was like causing like is this
Standardized testing.
standardized testing?
Yep.
This is stressing you out?
Yeah. I pulled a little hair and had a little white bit on the end. I was like, oh, that's satisfying to run through my fingers. And then it was history.
And then just been kind of a thing since, huh? Are you still doing it to this day?
Yeah, and it's also evolved quite a bit over the years.
Okay. In like a worse or a better way?
Worse.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like, uh, it went from me just pulling the hair from my head to picking at like dead skin and scabs on my head, like absolutely just making my scalp raw.
Mm-hmm.
And also forcibly splitting and breaking off the ends of my hair.
Mm-hmm. Wow, and that's what it's kind of evolved. Is that so? Are you still currently kind of on more of that escalation like nowadays, or
I, as much as I tried to fight it over the years, I've just learned to live with it, really.
okay? And like,
Because
sorry, go ahead.
there's no way I'm gonna be able to afford proper treatment for it.
Our healthcare system is fucked.
Yeah.
Seem to move up to Canada. It's free there, right?
Yeah, but it's kind of shitty too.
Oh,
It's like free, but like so it's uh, like the Min Click or whatever. It's not like the greatest
Yeah.
system in the world.
but it's something.
Yeah, it's something though.
Because I mean, even like any sort of like hospital bill here, you go to like an emergency room and it's like $1,500.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So have you gone to like any sort of kind of like doctor at all and kind of like they like officially diagnosed you, or are you just kind of just running with it?
Yeah, I went to my doctor with my self-diagnosis, and they're like, "Yeah, sounds about right."
Mm-hmm.
A few years ago, and I didn't really get anything for it at all.
So they didn't even bother saying like, "Hey, here's any sort of medication, or here's some things to try to distract you, or anything of that sort."
Nope.
What about are you like your family members? Do you have any like siblings or your parents kind of like know what's going
Yeah,
on?
my mom got it on me for actually like quite a few years because she didn't want me to be bald for my senior pictures or anything.
Sure.
Uh, and my whole family knows that if they see me do it, then stop me.
Of course. Are they like
But
were they pretty like understanding of of like, you being like stressed out and I guess having this habit, or were they kind of freaking out?
Uh, yeah, they were understanding because my family has a history of addiction, though mine is a bit unique.
Sure. Um, okay. So what about like, are you more of like a focused, or is it automatic, or both?
Both. It can come in episodes, more so when I'm anxious or when I'm doing something like homework. It mainly flares up when I take my ADHD medication.
Okay. What do you think about the medication that's kind of maybe striking it?
Oh, well, it's Adderall. It's a stimulant, so it basically just makes me more anxious and just pumps everything up to the max.
Mm-hmm. And then do you like catch yourself if you're like, I don't know, let's say like watching TV or something along those lines, kind of playing with your phone, and then you don't realize you're doing it, and then you just kind of notice it at any point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't always stop myself, even though I should, because it's I don't even know if it, anymore if it feels good or if it relieves some stress. It's just kind of something that I do idly now.
That was my next question was going to be if it's a satisfy feeling, or if it's just kind of just habit of just, don't really care anymore.
I think it's habit, but when I find quote unquote good hair, it's satisfying.
Okay, so explain to me like good hair.
So a hair that's like coarse and splits easily, like I mess with it, or has certain deformities like ridges or bumps
Okay.
that
So
I
so kind of like walk me through it. So if you do pull a piece out, you kind of like analyze it, and then you're kind of splitting everything.
yeah, I'll mess with it for a few minutes. I'll run it through my nails to attempt to split it or break it, or run it across my lips because the texture. It's I don't know
Interesting.
I don't know how to describe it.
What about like the bulb that's at the end? Does that do anything for you?
It's satisfying to run my fingers over and once again like run across the lips and occasionally bite off.
Do you pop it?
You can't really pop it. It's, it's too small for me to get a good grasp of the texture.
Ah, okay. Okay, because yeah, like I've heard of other people like with the same condition and same thing. They like when they'd see that bulb at the end, they'd try like squeezing it between their teeth and trying to see if they can like pop it. But I didn't really know like what the actual
It
texture was.
it doesn't pop. You can kind of it's kind of a sheath that you can scrape off that comes off in one piece usually.
Huh. Interesting. Are you pulling from like just the top of your head, or are there other parts that you're pulling hair from? Like where are you pulling from? I guess I should ask.
Top of the head, some areas have a different hmm, like the crown has the most textured pieces, but they aren't always the most satisfying to pull. The ones, of course, on the back of the neck hurt, even still. As well, there's like areas it's hard to explain.
Do you have like a go-to spot that usually you go to?
Top of the head,
Top of the head. Are you
yeah.
having any like issues with hair growing back or anything like that?
I yes. In short, yes. I don't have any bald spots, but I do have a lot of regrowth and broken hairs that makes my hair look perpetually frizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a few pictures of it in a light, like I was sitting on a stage during a band concert, and the light hitting all of that broken hair and just like splitting off. just makes it look perpetually frizzy. I haven't had problems with bald spots or thinning in several years, because I've learned to kind of sparse out where I pull so it doesn't leave any obvious uh, consequences.
Mm-hmm. Are you like how often are you doing it a day?
Oh, I don't even know anymore. All the time. If like even now, like I've reached for my hair several times, and my boyfriend has reached over and like gently put my hand down.
Like while we've been on the phone?
Mm-hmm.
Is there like I know like I've pulled a like a little bit of facial hair out. Like I had one random hair and like the hurt. Do you have like a lot of pain with that at all, or just or you said like the neck? You said you had a little bit of pain.
Yeah, the back of the neck, those hairs are a little bit more sensitive because there's more nerve endings there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Other people pull all over, or there's different people. Some people pull from different places.
Yeah.
Some people pull the eyebrows. Some people pull their eyelashes, uh,
Whoa,
leg
eyelashes.
hair, arm hair, just basically any body hair, even pubic hair in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
The victims are women, but there are also men who also pull from their beards because those beard hairs are also pretty coarse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I've had like a random one I just pull because it's like I don't know.
Yeah, no, same. Like if there's times like when I'm like trimming my beard and like if I like miss one and there's like one long one and I'm like, ugh, okay, and I'll grab that and I like rip it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How often like did your hair go back pretty fast when you pull it out?
Not not particularly.
Okay.
There's my crown, the crown of my head. It I pull the most from there probably, so there's a few tufts of short hair
Gotcha.
that used to be harder to control, but over the past couple of years, like I'm messing with it now. It's probably about as long as my hand, so about what 5 inches long now.
Like all the
Well,
way around, or that's like kind of like where the spots that you've pulled from.
the spot that I pull from the most, like the very top of my head.
Gotcha. So
Uh,
how long's like your hair like all the way around?
2 feet, a foot and a half ish.
Okay, so you have long hair, so then like okay, so where you're pulling from, you got about 5 inches.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so like and I'm gonna kind of play off of Tomboy here, obviously, like if you're got a little bit of pain or whatever that's coming through, are you getting like a sensation, like a I don't know, what's the kind of I'm trying to think like like the closest I can think of is I don't know, like are you getting like
A little
positive
adrenaline rush.
yeah,
Mini
something. I
rush.
was trying to think of like that feeling like after you sneeze, but I guess that's probably a stupid example. But are you getting any
It's
sort of sensation out of it?
only when, well, nowadays, it's only ever when I pull the quote unquote satisfying hairs, like I was saying earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pull as much nowadays, or at least now that I'm out of school now, but uh, mainly in moments of stress, it's just absent minded now. It used to be satisfying, but now it's just, you know, how when a smoker, they don't even smoke because it's satisfying anymore. They smoke just because they have to.
It just
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We're both well, former smokers, so
Yeah.
yeah, we totally understand that.
Yep. Just out of just habit. It
Oh
was
yeah.
just kind of like that motion of like hand to mouth and just
Oh yeah. I
that
mean,
feeling of inhaling.
back
Yeah,
when we used to.
100%, 100%. Uh, it's funny. Uh, the the finals this last semester of college, it I kept on getting distracted severely. Like I would pause for like 10 minutes just to pull out my hair and mess with my hair. So I had to take a t-shirt and completely wrap my hair up so I couldn't get to it.
I mean, I guess that's one way. I mean, it's smart though.
Yeah,
Story.
I used to wear these little hats that they use for chemotherapy patients, but they still have a big gap in the back.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah. You would need like a beanie. Just tuck all your hair inside there.
Even beanies, because there's still parts of the scalp showing. Like I used to wear hats all the time because I was so self-conscious, and high schoolers.
Yeah, it can be
Uh,
brutal.
and I would pick from the sides that
'Cause-
were exposed from the hat and the back that was in that little hole.
oh yeah.
So I got these really bad bald spots on the sides of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just stopped wearing hats altogether. I hate hats now.
Well, yeah. I mean, I get it, but I mean, I guess I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where it's like it's kind of helpful, but at the same time, you're fighting yourself against your habit, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, how are you feeling as far as like self-esteem wise? Like,
Oh, lately I've been feeling good self-esteem wise. Uh, I recently got bangs, which kind of tones down the rattiness of
mm-hmm.
my hair at the time. Uh, but overall, I've learned to live with what my hair looks like at the moment, and it's not sin by any means because I pick in different spots.
Mm-hmm.
But the most I deal with appearance wise now is those dead ends that make my hair look frizzy and red scalp from it being irritated.
Mm-hmm. Um, and is it like, I mean, you said you typically like have like long hair, but you have obviously these shorter spots. Are you, let's say if you go out to, I don't know, meet with friends or whatever the case is, you're going out in public. Are you putting your hair up in a certain way where those spots like aren't visible, or you kind of just like it is what it is, or
It is what it is. My friends know that I have this, and they don't notice it that much because when I'm out and about and distracted and talking to people, it isn't that bad.
right?
Mhm.
I mess with the ends of my hair absentmindedly,
So,
but that's about it.
and when you're like hanging out with like your friends and stuff, is it something that you're distracted enough, like having a good time with your friends that you're not even thinking about it, or are you actually also still kind of, I guess, in the automatic, subconsciously kind of still doing it in front of
I, I'm
everybody?
still I'm still doing it subconsciously. Like I'll reach up and mess with my ends and break them off, and sometimes if I'm sitting on a couch and I can prop my elbow up, I'll be messing and picking at my head.
Oh yeah, I can see that. And
Uh,
sorry, go ahead.
in school, I probably look fucking insane. Like sitting there, both uh hands on my head, just combing and scratching and scraping and pulling.
I'm sure it's somebody probably from far away, kind of being like, "What the hell is she doing?"
Yeah.
And you said, all right, so you're dating, you got a boyfriend. I would assume that he's pretty like supportive and trying to help like chill you out of this whole situation.
Yeah, when he sees me doing it, he gently puts my hand down.
Mm-hmm.
And he's never commented on my hair. Nobody really comments on my hair anymore. They only did when I was trying to hide it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but yeah, he's supportive.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, yeah, like if there's if people were, because I know you say you've been doing it for like the last like 6 years, and obviously like in class things could be a little crazy, but I didn't know if anybody actually has been like what are you doing? Why are you doing that?
I used to get have a doctor's note to wear a hat, which kind of got awkward at times because teachers would talk to some students like take off your hat, And then they would turn to me and say, take off your hat. And I said, I have a doctor's note. And then I have to rummage through my bag to find it and such.
Which sucks because that just fucking puts you on the spot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They mean to help,
And,
but it's like you said, put you on the spot, and it's like, cool, you defeated the purpose of trying to be subtle about
Yeah.
it.
Especially like, and I don't know, in those situations too, it's like once you have a doctor's note, do you go directly to like the principal or, or you go to your teachers and go before class starts and say, hey, can I talk to you for a second? Like, here's my situation. I'd appreciate it if you didn't call me out in front of class.
yeah, I used to do that when I was still wearing hats. There was also this one time where I went to the hairdressers and they were very, very nice about it. And they were like, oh, do you want a fall? Which is basically like a half wig sort of thing. It goes on the crown of your head, kind of. But the thing was, it was a different color and slightly different texture than my regular hair. Like, my regular hair is brown, and it was slightly tinted red.
Mm. So just would it stick out too much that it's noticeable, or could you or get a color that might seem like you dyed that area on purpose?
I got a few comments on it that really just killed me at the time. And I stopped wearing it because it seemed to attract more attention than usual.
Mm-hmm. Well, I assume if your hair is, you said, like 2 feet long, that you're probably wanting to keep long hair. I didn't know if there's like any hairstyles that you might have, looked at. And you're like, oh, I can actually maybe pull this off, and it kind of helps blend everything together.
I've considered, because what some people do is they buzz their hair completely, and since there's no hair to pull, then they just stop.
Right.
And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I've considered it, but since I was in high school, my mom's like, no, don't you fucking dare buzz your hair. You're gonna get your senior photos. I'm like, okay.
I knew a girl that did that. Like, she had a similar thing where she was pulling her hair out, and then she had a buzz in her hair. I mean, she always had like shortish hair, but like then she started wearing hats and like scarves and stuff like that around her hair.
Yeah.
And then this one day she was like, "I'm bald." Okay. And then she was wearing wigs for a little bit too, so I don't know.
That's what I figured the next option would be.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was like on the table back in the day when your own earlier problems with it, like pulling it up more often than you are now. So I don't know if, like I said, if you ever thought about that or not.
I don't know.
I mean, I know it's like a weird step to take for some people.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you've had like long hair for such a long time, to go from long hair to buzz is huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like I didn't know whether or not it would fit my face shape or
Yeah.
if it would
Believe me, I'm a bald guy, so it is the biggest step. Like when I started losing my hair, just make sure, like, do I have a weird scalp and all that? Like, could I get away with that kind of style?
Yeah.
I bet I personally do have a weird scalp because of how much I pick at it. I bet there's a lot of scar tissue.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I've carved some, like, deep pits in my scalp just from picking at scabs over and over again. Which has most likely caused a lot of damage.
Then do you think that, like, if you were to actually buzz it, that you'd probably have... It might be more visible for, like, any sort of, like, gaps or missing patches?
Yeah, I think so, because it's... My hair... The follicles are already so damaged that the hair is coming in weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the texture's a lot different than it normally would be. And it's just rough.
Gotcha.
Is there I know they always advertises for guys that are losing their hair and they can do like kind of procedures or go see a doctor about that.
Yeah.
Is there something about that? Like, if you're looked into that possibly?
I've never really had to.
Okay.
I used to take hair, skin, and nail gummies, but they never did much.
Mm.
But I've never had to. Hair has come in fast enough that I didn't need to worry about it.
Understandable. I was thinking more of like, hey, like you said, you might have some damage done to your scalp because you picked at it so much that I don't know, they can offer you something. But I know that it also could be very expensive too, and not be worth it.
Yeah, like I recently just got an income like 6 months ago,
Okay.
so I wouldn't have been able to really do much anyway.
Oh, that's completely understandable.
Are there like I mean obviously you said that like when you're anxious or stressed, it's kind of like the main like triggers. Um, is there anything else that that might actually like jumpstart the whole thing? I mean, I guess it could be anything from like boredom to uh,
If my hair is greasy, as in like I haven't washed it in a few days, and there's a lot of dander buildup and grease, it's it kind of triggers it a little bit more because I'm more conscious of my scalp.
okay.
But if my hair is like it is right now, like I just washed it last night, then it's a little bit better.
So you're not really going at it as much.
Mm-mm.
Okay. What about any sort of like environmental triggers? Like let's say you pass yourself by like in a mirror or like when you're in the bathroom washing your hands or if there's like certain lighting that's kind of beaming down, anything like that that you start feeling like self-conscious about that might trigger anything? Or any
No,
other, those are just a couple examples.
not anymore. I can't remember if there were some, but like hmm, maybe classrooms.
You said classrooms?
Yeah,
Okay, so just the anxiety of just being around other people, like students, and then just worried about that they notice it, or
kinda. I'm not super worried about people noticing it anymore because I've been doing it for so long. People are of course gonna notice the crazy person messing with their head, but I don't really care.
but when you say classrooms, is there something else like in the classrooms that makes it triggering, or
I don't know, just like being anxious about the work I'm doing.
okay, so it's more of just like the stress of like the projects or homework or whatever the case is.
Hmm.
Gotcha.
Is there anything like uh I don't know how to put it. Like I guess a calming thing that you can do, like you listen to music or something, just takes you out of that moment to kind of distract you enough that like gets you to stop or whatever.
Great question. That was gonna be my next one. I was just thinking the same thing.
Well, not really.
Like
Yeah,
nothing, nothing to distract you.
no, I mean, if I'm with my friends or I'm actively playing a game or I'm busy with my hands or whatever, I'm not pulling, but
Do you? So you said you're not. There's like no medication that you're taking, right?
no.
Any sort of like? Do you do? I'm just trying to spitball here. Like any sort of like meditating or um,
No,
no meditating. And did you say you do go to therapy or you just have in the past?
I have in the past, and I recently scheduled an appointment for separate reasons.
Okay. Do you feel like it's helped at all?
I haven't started going yet, but the therapy in the past, no, it didn't really help too much. I've tried tons of stuff. Uh, Antidepressants, even like punishing myself in different ways. Keeping track with a clock with different like addiction apps. What
Mm-hmm.
else? Having my family scold me. Uh, Having teachers point it out. Hoping the embarrassment would kick me. What else? Hats. I might have already said hats.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gloves.
Oh,
Basically, just making sure my fingers can't get a good grip on it. uh, Band-Aids.
And what about like any sort of like what are they what do they call those fucking things? Like fidget spinners? Do you have like
Oh yeah,
anything like that to kind of keep you focused off of doing it?
fidget toys don't work for shit.
Fidget tools? No. Okay. I didn't know if there was something like that along those lines. It's kind of like, oh, well, if I play with this for a little while, like I'll be focused on this and not fuck with my hair.
Yeah, I just kind of after a minute or two, I put it down and zone out and mess with my hair.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess that
It
kind of
would be
makes.
one of those like, here I'm doing this to distract myself. It's subconsciously you're like, I'm just all I'm thinking about is that.
Oh, yeah, I was
Yeah,
just pulling the hair out. Or if this is like I'm done with this after 5 minutes and then right back to it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or like when I'm like it can happen in spells, especially when I'm working on schoolwork and I'm on my Adderall. Like I'll sit there for like 10, 15 minutes, fuck with my hair, and suddenly there's a pile of loose strands next to me and dandruff all over my shirt.
And then when you look down and like you realize this and you see it, does that kind of spook you at all until like
It makes me frustrated because I got distracted from the work I'm supposed to be doing because I procrastinate everything till last minute. So I'm sitting there at like 3 a.m. trying to work on this essay that's due in less than 24 hours.
mm-hmm. And you don't think that like seeing like the pile there, you're not like shit. Okay, I gotta stop doing this.
Mm-hmm. Like that's kind of what triggered me to wrap my hair up during finals.
Mm-hmm.
I kept on getting distracted, so I was like, God fucking damn it. And
Mm-hmm.
I went on a t-shirt and wrapped my hair up in that.
I guess do what you gotta do. Is
Yeah.
there has there been a day, I guess in the last 6 years, that you actually kind of made it through a day or most of a day without pulling any?
Oh, actually, a 3 month stint at one point. I
Oh
had a
wow.
little,
Okay.
and then one night I was reading a book, and then I found that I reached up and pulled out a hair, and I just kind of broke down.
What were you doing in those 3 months?
Uh, Messing with my hair absent-mindedly, but not pulling any out. That was my goal at the time.
Okay. But I mean, like, was it like a like summertime where you're just constantly busy doing stuff with friends, boyfriends, family, taking trips? Like, was there anything specifically during those 3 months that you think that might have kept you distracted, or at
I,
least not being as aggressive or stressed out?
I can't remember for the life of me, honestly. I just remember being absolutely devastated when I had to click that little button that said that I failed
Mm.
Mm.
How did you like manage like that setback?
badly. That was years ago. I haven't had a streak like that since. Though I've never really tried. I've had to worry about other things recently.
That's fair. And then probably worrying about other things is probably just leading you to stressing you out to head right back to it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's good though. I mean, at least you have people around you that are being supportive, right? Boyfriends and the family and all that that are all taking it pretty well.
Yeah.
And do you have siblings?
Sister. Yeah.
Okay. And same boat. As far as like
What?
everyone's being cool, like trying to help you get
Yeah.
past it.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've like tried to, I don't know. I'm sure when you're kind of been doing this for so long, is there anything like unique like strategies, trying something different? I know you were talking about like punishing yourself, which I guess it is kind of like a unique strategy to do on it. But is there like anything else that you're really
Like,
kind of?
or even like have a reward system thing.
Oh yeah.
Like I did that when I was quitting cigarettes, like right. So I was like, I tried the hey, I made it this long without one, cool, and then treated myself with something else,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I mean I used it basically like, hey, the money I spent would have spent on cigarettes, I spent on a video game or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I can't really remember what reward if I use a reward system in general. I guess just looking at that number
Yeah.
and seeing that I made it through another day.
Have you like I don't know? Is there anything you might be considering to do like in the future? Maybe like a list of things to reward yourself with.
Not at the moment. I'm just kind of living with it. Like, I have more pressing things to talk about in therapy, and it's not just a super huge issue. If in the future I can afford the special therapies that come with weird disorders like this, then I'll certainly try it. But
Mm-hmm. Do you do you have a job at all?
I do.
Okay. Does like being at work, like does that affect you at all? Are you distracted, or are you stressed at work and still kind of doing the same thing there?
It's lessened quite a bit at work because I'm usually running around and busy,
What do
and
you
since
do?
I'm a bartender,
Okay, cool. I'm familiar.
and since I'm behind the bar, I can't do much with my hair.
Yeah.
So basically, every time I touch my hair, I have to wash my hands. So
Mm-hmm.
I try not to touch my hair, or else I'll have to wash my hands.
Yeah. All right. See. Okay, that's pretty good. And
Yeah, and
also,
also manager will get on me about it. It's like, you touch your hair, wash your hands. And I'm like, okay.
does your manager know?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're nice to me about it, but I can tell they don't want me touching my hair behind the
Sure.
bar.
Sanitary purposes, absolutely. And you guys have food too?
Not really,
Okay.
but it's why I don't want to work in the food service industry because I know I'd probably get in trouble for getting hair in somebody's food or something.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, at least also being a bartender, you have your regulars, people have like your jokes with, and then the new people come in. Sometimes it's kind of like just the conversation alone and whatnot, so it can kind of be also distracting. I mean, every minute counts, for the day.
Yeah, also just running around and doing stuff.
Hmm.
That's the thing that helps the most, I find. Uh, Being at work, being with friends, because if I'm actively talking to friends or walking around with them or whatever, I'm not pulling my hair out as much. And when I'm with my partner, I don't pull my hair out as much.
Hmm.
This moment just came to me, but it was kind of embarrassing. It was really disappointing. I remember I used to have this little rug in my room, and I brought my vacuum in to vacuum it after a while of not being vacuumed, and I started vacuuming it, and then suddenly the vacuum stopped working and it started smelling like smoke or whatever. And I looked, and the all the hair that was embedded in the fucking carpet broke the vacuum, and I didn't know how to tell my mom.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, just kind of sitting there on the floor trying to pull it all out.
Yeah, and I still have to do that with the vacuums we have. I'll sit on the floor with scissors and a screwdriver, just like hacking away at the
Hmm.
little brush roller. And it's an all-girl household, and my boyfriend has long hair, so basically everyone that comes in here has long-ass hair.
Just hair falling around everywhere. The shower's
But
probably a mess.
yeah, hair all over the walls and shit. But like,
Yeah.
You can always blame somebody else in the house too.
Yeah, that's not mine.
no, not mine.
Yeah.
yeah,
My girlfriend's
my
got like long, crazy, wavy, curly hair, and it's everywhere. It's
yeah,
like,
that's my boyfriend. Like, I also just pick up hairs idly and just mess with them because of the texture.
mm-hmm.
I'll pick up a hair. It's like, oh, this hair feels different. I'll look down. It's one of my boyfriend's.
Yeah, it's I used to have like long hair like a long time ago. Probably about down to like my nipples, and I thought it was really cool at the time, but it was also really annoying. Like when I ate. So like when I'm eating was like cereal or pasta, I bend my head down to like take that bite, and I'd always have hair like in my mouth that I have to like hold the food there in my mouth and then like pull the hair out of the side. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of gross. And then I'd finally like chew my food. When it got to a point,
Yeah.
when it got to a point where I finally just started wearing like beanies, like anytime that I was like eating at home, at
Yeah, you,
least.
you gotta like train it
Yeah,
or pull it back.
yeah. I was too insecure to like put it in like a ponytail or like a man bun or nothing like that. So I would just leave it, as is. I mean, there was times that I would. What do you
I
guys
was
think?
supposed to say, knowing a bunch of your friends, we'd all make fun of you for that.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah. That's I knew that like my friends wouldn't let it go if I actually did that. But there was a time that I was kind of styling it, kind of like I was really pumped about like '80s like hair metal, like Motley Crue, if you're familiar.
Yeah.
And so like I would definitely like tease my hair and kind of style it and shit, like especially when I was like going out and whatnots. But sitting home like eating Cheerios, watching America's Funniest Videos, like I just put a fucking
Oh my gosh,
I just
I
put a
haven't heard of AMV in a hot second.
yeah. That's what I'm like. I'm just gonna throw a beanie on and just tuck all of my hair in.
Oh yeah, like you should see the crazy fucking hairdos I have when I'm sitting on my desk in my room. I'll have my hair in a bun, and I'll have my bangs tied up in a little ponytail, so I look like Pebbles from the Flintstones.
Yeah. I can picture that exactly.
Or my hair just all wrapped up in a t-shirt or whatever.
Yeah. And I wish I would have
Yeah.
thought of that. That probably would have looked way cooler going out instead of a beanie. Because he'd be like, bro,
Eh,
it is fucking 85 degrees outside. How are you wearing this? I'm like, I didn't take a shower today. It's greasy and it's a mess. And I'm
What
just,
bandanas are for.
yeah, I
yeah,
guess so. But
100%.
yeah, well, I'm Italian, dude. My hair gets greasy so fast. Like,
My hair gets greasy within like a couple days as well. It's
oh, yeah.
horrible.
I
I
wish I got
sweat
a
a
couple
lot
days.
too,
Hey, what?
and I sweat a lot too,
Hmm.
so my hair gets hot.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I got a couple days. Like I would take a shower like today and by like tomorrow by like lunchtime it's greasy and my hair's
Yeah,
like not long anymore. It's short-ish, I guess for the most part, but yeah, I can't like I would have to basically shower every single day in order to make it look like it's, you know, not greasy.
yeah.
Yeah, here's something too is that I what I also don't miss is when I had long hair. This is like right around my 21st birthday. And when my friends were just giving me like way too many shots, I had to go to the bathroom to like puke and like reset. But the shitty thing is
Bro, hold my hair.
that's what I was gonna say. What sucked is like I had to hold my own hair. Yeah, and I
Yeah,
was like, go on, what?
both me and my boyfriend, like whenever we're doing something, then like he's doing it right now. We both hold our hair back behind our heads, so so it's up off our necks.
Uh-huh. It's because it's
Yeah.
getting hot.
And
Yeah.
also just because it's overstimulating, like the hair on the neck just doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you're trying to do something, you can feel your clothes on your skin and how your pants are just a little bit too tight and your glasses are making your ears ache.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't miss it. There's also one time I
Me
puked in...
neither. As a bald guy.
Fair enough. Give you a little ding for that. There was one time my buddy was with me and we were walking back from the bar and I had to puke and I did do that. I'm like, bro, come hold my hair. He's like, no, fuck you, dude. I'm like, come on, come here. Never mind. I gotta do it myself.
Yeah, I'd have to try to hold my hair back as best I can if one of my family members isn't around, if and my and I'm have the stomach flu or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
How long have you and your boyfriend been together for?
About a year as of about a month ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, then that's also awesome that he sounds like a really sweet guy. And supportive for this whole situation. Has there been like past relationships that you've got into, and then you kind of tell them what the condition is, and they're kind of just like not accepting of it at all?
No, not really. It's I've only ever he's my first like super serious long-term relationship. Uh, Other boyfriends have either just not bothered to acknowledge it or try to help me with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like you finally found the right one to help you out here.
He's great. I'm gonna marry him.
Hell yeah.
Good.
You have to make sure you invite us to your wedding.
We'll podcast the
Yeah, we'll
wedding.
podcast the wedding.
Honorable mention pizza bagel.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah. And if we can't make it, just make sure you throw us like in your vow somewhere.
And
I would like
I
to
do,
thank- I would
and
like to thank my
subscribe,
mom.
please.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank my mom, my little sister, all the people who helped me get here today. The pizza bagels too. They were really influential in this.
Yes, absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then make sure you tell everybody to like and subscribe and all those things too.
We'll get you the cliff notes. Don't worry.
Yeah. You just let us know when you're getting married, and we'll send you everything you need.
Or we'll just we'll send you a video. Just hit play for that part.
Yeah. Right before they say I do.
Yeah.
And they just go, hold on, before we get any further, we have a video we have to play.
Quick sponsor break.
Yeah.
We're legally obligated to play this.
Yeah.
We don't even care about these guys anymore.
Yeah. Good times.
Hell yeah.
So are you even bother like you don't even bother like wearing like wigs or anything, right? Like your hair is pretty much good to go for the most part.
Yeah.
Or
It
extensions,
looks
I guess.
normal.
Oh, yeah.
besides looking frizzy, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really bother with trying to cover anything up anymore.
That's cool.
Yeah, Tomboy also mentioned that we were all kind of talking at the same time, but like hair extensions either?
No,
I don't know how those things work, so.
Yeah.
me neither.
Okay.
That makes three of us.
I just know girls sometimes add extensions for whatever reason. I don't understand, but
Yeah.
I think my mom wears them sometimes, but I honestly don't know how they work or how they cover them up or anything like that.
I think I have. There was like a long time ago, like 10 years ago or so. I dated a girl and she had like, hair probably came down to like maybe like the middle of the neck, I guess ish, like that kind of longish hair. And she would sometimes put hair extensions in. But the funny thing is that she would start with the back, and as she's working through it, it just looked like she had like a gnarly mullet. And then I would just start taking pictures and just do it quoting Joe Dirt.
hell yeah.
Because she had like bleach blonde hair. So then I just started like quoting Joe Dirt. Yeah, but I think it just like clips in and like on the under parts, and then you just cover it up with like the outer
Top part,
yeah, the
yeah.
outer hair. So it looks
I'd
like
be
it's supposed
too
to be
scared
hidden.
of, like, I'd be too scared of like the wind blowing and revealing the little clips.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I mean, the only time I've ever seen like it come out is like those stupid like bar fights. You know what I mean?
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
like girls cat fighting in clubs. It's like
Yep.
pulling her weave out or whatever. it
Yeah.
is, so,
Weaves, hair extensions, wigs. Oh yeah.
nah.
Oh, those are gnarly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we're kind of about at time here. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us. Much appreciated.
Alrighty. Thank you for inviting me on.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah. Any questions for us?
No, I don't think so.
My favorite color is red. Thank you for asking. Cool, man. Yeah, absolutely. So, again, yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
And we'll be in touch soon.
Yeah.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll talk to you later.
See ya. Have a
Okay.
good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Whoops! I accidentally hit the hang up thing when she said goodbye.
We heard it.
Yeah.
No, I mean she did say goodbye, so
Yeah.
it's all good. The
But-
whole time I'm like, the whole time I had the song, was that Dashboard Professional stuck in my head?
Oh yeah.
Your hair is everywhere. I'm like,
Oh yeah. It's funny as I was gonna make that joke when I was talking about the shower,
yeah.
and I totally we got sidetracked.
Oh,
I completely
like,
forgot
for the
to.
last half hour, like I'm singing. It's like, yep, I was singing in my head.
Oh man. Well, that was fun. It was interesting.
Definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Something new.
Yeah. Something. Yeah, you might catch on like an episode of TV, or maybe some people do know friends that have this same condition, and
Yeah.
But I feel like not like people are really aware of kind of what's what.
No, I
what
mean,
people
like
have
I
to
said,
go
I knew a
through.
girl that had it probably about 20 years ago. I knew her,
Mm-hmm.
and she had it, and I think she was wearing wigs for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe she grew her hair back out, but like I said, I haven't seen her in like 20 years. So
Yeah. And it sounds like she's kind of has it like kind of somewhat under control-ish. Like she's not just picking at the same spot all the time to
Yeah.
like leave balding areas. So
even
yeah, kind of I guess evening it out so it doesn't make it as like noticeable. Maybe
Yeah.
to like general public
right, yeah.
or people in class or whatever the case is. But yeah, Glancy, if you're listening, thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, appreciate.
Everybody else, well, you know the drill. 440-363.
0121.
Nice. Send in photos. Leave us a voicemail. Shoot us a text.
Whatever your heart desires.
Yeah. Send us something fun.
Yeah. Tell Tony he's right about dwarves or Gerards or whatever the hell he said.
Right or wrong.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I listen, I'm going to
He needs it
accept
for his ego.
I'm going to accept that dwarves with a V is not a thing. And I'm only saying it was a thing because of the punk band.
Yeah.
But it just feels right, It just feels
so
right.
right to be so wrong.
Yep. Okay. Well, thanks for listening, guys. Make sure you go subscribe, share, tell your grandma, tell your friends. All the social medias, Pizza Bagels Pod, 440-363.
0121.
Nice. We will see you guys. I guess I don't know.
The
Maybe next week.
episode.
Yeah. I
Maybe
guess.
backed a few episodes and we'll see you in like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be another episode right here. So keep listening. Don't shut it off. Listen through the outro. Maybe there's going to be a full episode right after it.
And then you know what? You probably missed something. Go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
And tell us what you missed.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.